Hello, whoever gave me a like. Alexa, stop. Hello, bok 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 bok. Look out for the peacock. Hey, PTK 9056. Hey, Jonathan NYC, or Jonathan Victoria College. Oh, Tijuana. Do you wanna be in Tijuana? Pinned. I know, they are. Especially pointed the direction the hundreds are. Hey, Oso. This is here. Let me tilt it back up. This is Superman versus Ultraman, the Ultraman from the comics. Hey, Kay. Morning, Valideth. We will play at in 5 minutes at 12:30. Hey, Novi. Hello to everyone who is here and everyone who someday will be here. I think the red and yellow chips are supposed to form Superman's S in the back. And I see 3 mystery boxes in Superman's colors. Paying for blowjobs. About a minute or so. The way this game works is I'm going to try and get all the cash and the mystery boxes off the table and into my grubby little hands. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Loli. Okay, about another 30 seconds. Hello, Zarius Nastia. Beautiful men, John? Well, I am a beautiful man. I don't know who the beautiful... Oh, you mean in the back? Yes. Sigh. They'd say beautiful men. They never mean me. Why don't they ever mean me? And hit those notifications after you subscribe. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. We're playing until 2:30. And at 4:30 today, I'm doing a $7,500 buy-in, playing for 22,500 in gold. Basically 5 ounces, playing for 5 ounces in gold. Could we stop? Let's stop Illison before it starts. I won over $300 last time, Illison, so I'm not sure what you're complaining about. Why didn't you get your nab? Okay, that's it for Illison. Off he goes. I removed Illison. Sorry, I'm pretty tired today myself. I just got rid of it. I mean, if they come back a second time to do the same thing they were doing before, I think we can do without them. Oh no, he had already started with me wasting the quarters. Sorry, just not in the mood today. Hello, Antonio Jones. Hello, Jennifer. Ooh, the $10 came right down. Let's see what happens with the 20 and the 50. Illison has been reported. Hello, A-Money. Bliss, with Illison, we went through the whole be respectful thing the last time. Like I said, I'm just not in the mood. Messing with me is disrespect. Get rid of him permanent, please. There's no markings on them, but there's a red, a gold, and blue mystery box. Oh, this is Illison's first turn at bat. You know, someone who can't, someone who can't last more than 2 strokes shouldn't be talking about somebody else. Yes, yes. Bliss has fallen madly in love with A Money, and Balk's husband is trying to resolve the problem. But now, Balk's husband is finding himself sucked up into the vortex. Well, my thought, I wasn't going for the center. I'm trying now because ooh, no, darn it. Because I want to get the red one off and the blue one off and not have it happen that the gold one just gets stuck on the 20 and the 50. No, I'm insulting you. Oh, I'm glad you didn't get insulted. But I'll try harder. Yeah, but engine it may be, but you call yourself 2 strokes XXX. Which takes one's mind in a different direction. It is not open to the public by any means. That's what would make it a casino, and that would put it under a whole bunch of other laws. Well, the machine I'm playing on is about a foot in front of me. Here's the $10 I got. I haven't counted it up. I think I made at least 300 twice. See, the thing is, when I cash out at the cashier, they make a record of it, and then I have to total up at the end of the month because I also owe membership fees for the next month. In the game designer's office, while people are watching me doing my two strokes. Hey, as long as you leave yourself signed in, nap all you want. Me? No, I'm just one of the one of the earliest members because I did a whole bunch of independent films that were based in coin pushers. So they tapped me. Let me try over here. See if I can get that blue one down. But the memberships are quite high, so no matter what the current count is, I don't necessarily know how much I've actually come out ahead until the next, until we take out all my membership fees. What did you think, Lori? That was one of the first ones I did. And if you didn't like it, could you say you did so I can get more members? I don't understand what you mean by 2/3 of a grand. Well, to be honest, when I did that video, it was the first time I'd ever even heard any part of any Taylor Swift song. Thank you, Lori. I don't know. If you go to my yeah, I directed the Taylor Swift sex video. That's what it was. No, if you go to the playlist section, since you're a member, if you go to the playlist section in the channel, you'll find something called Members Only Movie Vault. And one of the ones in there is a Taylor Swift coin pusher concert. And I certainly put that together. And thank you for Terrence, for the video. See, you know, I've been misleading you folks all this time. My real name is Kelsey, and I'm a football player. Thank you, Lori. That one was great fun. well, if you watch the one with me and the devil, I mentioned Supernatural multiple times. But I'd rather do my own stuff. As much as like, well, I have a complicated relationship with Supernatural. Overall, I really like the actors and their interaction and stuff like that. And some of it is absolutely great. And I think my favorite episode is the one with the highly depressed talking teddy bear. Um, for a director of what? I mean, of what? TV, movies? If you're making your own independent short films, the pay rate is 0. No, I don't feel I have to justify my existence. I feel like all you people have to justify your existence to me. See, I absolutely loved Supernatural, especially season 5. But then it suffered from this problem where they would say it was canceled and then change their mind over and over and over again. That's why there's that tacked in on ending to the season 5 finale. And after that, they went for too many big bads. I really prefer individual episode storytelling. Yes, a triple AMA, that's exactly how I felt. But there was a reason for that, which is they kept canceling it and then uncanceling it after having already canceled it. To the point where the producers finally said, listen, we're going to shut it down unless you renew us for 2 years at a time. And that helped a lot. But the acting was still great. The characters were still great. But it felt like it kept on going after it ran out of fumes. I mean, it ran out of gas and was running on fumes. And why they couldn't just give them a straightforward happy ending, I don't know. But the musical episode was fantastic. You guys can't be Sam and Dean, you're too old. Well, you do know that Supernatural is a horror TV show, right? Hey Kay, that's just fine. I usually have no idea what I'm talking about. Gosh darn it. Oh, I wish it were a little crisper so it would snap and fall in the chute. On top of which, the 50 is on top of a 20. Well, here's a little inside baseball from my TV work. The very last season of a show is often not very good, and I'll tell you why. Because they know it's the last season, so everyone is scrambling to get a new job. Plus, the show's pretty much already in the can, and the reputation has been built, and it's not going to be destroyed because the last season was terrible. I mean, I'm trying to do this without any spoilers, but I just yesterday watched the season finale of The Boys, and it was exactly the same way. It was like they spent the whole season sort of obviously with their intention on somewhere else, and basically doing first drafts. I don't know if any of you watch Pluribus. Oh, my favorite show recently, as long as we're on this kind of topic, is Murderbot. It was absolutely fantastic. Oh, you know where Heroes blew it? The last episode of the first season, they completely blew it. You know how Skylar kept saying he wasn't the villain? Well, that's how it should have played out. He should have been the one that saved the city, saved the world, whatever. And let it just... The only thing I didn't buy about Pluribus, well, there were a couple of things. First off, I don't buy they wouldn't eat fruit, because plants make fruit as part of their reproduction. They make fruit so that animals will eat it and spread their seeds, right? So it's not somehow anti-life to eat fruit. This has been bugging me ever since I first saw The Wizard of Oz and the trees were pissed because someone stole their apples. The point of them making apples is so people will eat them. Okay, so that was one problem. The other problem I have is maybe just because I have a sick mind, but when Carol sort of took that day off and was absolutely to herself, I did not understand why she wore a bathing suit to go swimming. Who was going to see? No, why would they have to wait for the fruits to drop? The whole point. Look, if plants were built that way, every time someone... Look, the bottom line is every time someone picks a fruit off a plant, it can have an orgasm. Why would they have to wait for the fruits to drop as soon as the... And that didn't make sense. Plus, aren't there enough animals that die on their own, especially if you don't feed them? I don't know. I had problems with that. Lolly, you need to watch more American television. Oh, I see what you mean. The left side might push the money off. I'll do that in a second. I tend to overfocus on things. I'm trying to push that. You know what? I'm going to leave one more drop trying to push that blue mystery box off. And then I'm going to go left. Well, I went left anyway. Enjoy stroking off your motorcycle. I'm trying to push on the right-hand side of the 50 to get it to straighten out. 2 strokes, it was fun talking to you. No harm meant. No, I haven't seen Chernobyl. For some reason, the hotel there closed. Okay, but don't forget at 4:30 my time, high stakes, $7,500 down out of my own pocket to play for 5 ounces of gold. Well, next time 2 strokes, all I can say is challenge accepted. I am a professional. Listen, all kidding aside, I suggest you go to they have some very lovely nudist resorts, and then you don't have to pack a darn thing. Yes, and there's plenty. I assure you, there's plenty of sunblock taken very seriously at nudist resorts. Okay, I think that's the right thing to do. I'm not sure, but I think so. That 100 on the right is trying to leave the game. I seem to be clear on the monitor. Okay, I think that is both moving the blue along and turning the bills in the right direction. Darn it. Your name is Lolita, little girl. Are you talking to me? Oh, to get it to stop? No, there's a skill stop button. If I was unplugging the machine, the light would go off. Um, bigger, I don't, do you mean in my lifetime or today or what? It's a hard thing. I mean, I haven't been doing it continuously my whole life. I'm 64. I mean, the first time I ever played one of these games, I was 8, and my father gave me 4 quarters or 4 pennies or whatever it was to try it. He said, "I want to show you what's wrong with gambling," and I put the money in, and I won a little spy camera, like from the back of a comic book in the day. So I don't think he made his point. Many years later, I went to Las Vegas with my dad, and he was always cheap, so we stayed about an hour and a half, maybe more, away from the strip. And then he took me, and I was still underage, so I don't know how they let me in, but he took me to a casino. He walked in, and he put a quarter in a slot machine, and he won 5 quarters. And he said, "Okay, let's go." I said, "We just drove 90 minutes to get here, and we're just leaving now? We've been here 5 minutes. Why are we leaving?" And he said, "Because I put in a quarter, I got 5 quarters back, and I'm leaving Las Vegas a winner." Well, if your dad loves coin pushers, you should turn him on to Danger Zone. Stop to add coins. Tuma, why are you so lonely? You have us. They have a whole comic book store machine here. Tuma, are you male or female? Due to severe clinical depression, I was unable to get started on anything until I got treatment when I was about 30. And since then, I've lived out pretty much every dream I ever had. So there's still plenty of time. Well, also, if you're feeling Tuma, neither of you is being lonely. Tuma, what things do you like to do? Find places to go and do them with other people. Ahem, I'm 64, and I feel old. Also, when was the last time you went to a bar, stood on a chair, and said, "I'm going home with the first guy who asks"? Lori, you should do the same thing. Why not? You won't be lonely. You'll be many things, but you won't be lonely. Mark, I think you have a typo there, because what you described is that you're 5 years old and divorced. Lori, that sucks. It just really, really, really sucks. Grief is so horrible and such a roller coaster. Britt, who you'll see in the movies, that Britt, was my son's major caretaker. Just had her husband's mother just died. I mean, like, they haven't had the funeral yet. And they haven't been married, they've only been married just over a year, and she doesn't, how do I help? What do I do? I said, there's really nothing you can do except just be there. Lori, that's perfectly reasonable too. But you can split the difference by doing that go to a bar and get on a chair thing I suggested. Don't even get their names. Just have a nice night. Okay, I'm hoping if I keep doing that, the 50 will turn around. Maybe the 50 and the 20 it's sitting on will come down together. Because at the moment, I only have 10. Well, what is your surname? I can't quite read the green against the background. Well, let me recommend my Pushing Coins in Hell video, which is me playing for my coin pusher for my soul in hell. Well, I'm glad I can help, Lori. Okay, come on. So far, I'm still down $15. I like it that way. Yeah, but this is pretty far into the game. One coin slot. I would love to. The red one seems to be hiding. The gold one isn't going anywhere, and the blue one keeps sliding back. Well, they weren't launched from a tower, and they didn't have a bunch of construction chips under them or anything that would help at all. Mark, you know the rules. If you suggest any method of cheating, you have to subscribe. No, all the mystery tins are the same size. The mystery boxes are different sizes. I know, and having to subscribe is not much of a punishment either. There were boxes of various sizes that were bigger than the tins, but the tins have always been the same size. I mean, I know they bought a big bag of them and they all came out the same size, but the round tins seem more slick than what? I don't know what remove the line at the right moment means. Well, the blue tin is moving to the right, which is actually a good sign. So let's see what I can do. Which big prizes are you talking about? Okay, that was a good move, actually. Okay. Wait, is this the World Cup that's in America? How do you know it's not squirrel that's eating your suet? If you're near where it's going to be played, Airbnb your apartment and get the heck out. Or your house, or whatever. 10,000 coin hunter. Coin. I don't know what that means. Yes, Lori, we had a wild virtual orgy. But we stopped as soon as we heard you coming back. No, you should not quit your job and play this full time. I have not quit my job. In fact, on Sunday, right after our Sunday show, which is from 10 to 11 in the morning, I have to run out and meet a client. I can only play till 2:30 because I'm playing in the office. I'm a creative consultant. For example, if you're stuck on something if a production company is stuck on getting the last act of a script right, they'll hire me. Or if there's a musical that has great songs but doesn't have the story quite working, they'll pay me. Well, they'll hire me at least. I hope they pay me. Or if I come up with an idea for a product, I know who to call and sell it and pitch it to. And they like working with me because after they buy my idea, I have absolutely no interest whatsoever in anything after that. So they pay me a check and I walk away and never even check if they actually developed it. That's because I'm playing in the office of a game designer. You know how easy it would be to pipe in fake arcade sounds if I wanted to? Anyway, just to say this again, they will not let me have a camera in their game room. Why would they? The people who pay good money to be in a private club have reason to expect privacy. You don't want some guy to film you gambling when you're not supposed to, losing money when you're not supposed to, being there with someone you're not supposed to. Hey, if there are people who are watching who have not yet subscribed, I'm making a hard push for 25,000 subscribers. So, bak bak baka, let us lull you to sleep. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing and then going on with your life, that's fine. What about the blue box? Well, it's hard to. Okay, the most I ever walked away with on a coin pusher with is $25,000. But you have to ask yourself, how much did I lose that week, that month? How much were my membership fees? So how much profit I actually made from that is a whole other question. It's not like I could just say, oh yay, I'm 25,000 up. Well, get some rest. Take care of yourself and your peacocks. Yep, hey Sketchy, I find it that way too. How do I know if I'm going to win the money? I hope so. Right now, I'm $15 behind. Not in the bottom, on the sides. There and there. In fact, ask Clyde, don't miss this opportunity. Subscribe now. Because I'm playing in the office of the game designer. There were no watches on this machine, but yes, I got a Marvin the Martian watch. And no, that was, yeah, I only played one game so far today. I got a Marvin the Martian watch, which I think you'll like. You hurry to see what? And frankly, you know how easy it would be to pipe in fake arcade sounds if I wanted to do that? We don't know what 12 coin initar means. I have been to Florida in my time. One set of grandparents lived there. We visited them once. Went to Tampa on vacation. Why do you ask? Could someone look up what the word INENTAR means? Well, I am going left, so. If you put a whole paragraph in, I can't read it. It goes by too fast. I have no idea. Well, first of all, it's 150 on top of a 20. So on that sense, no. I hope, I mean, how do I know? John, be aware that our, what? I have not yet done stand-up in Florida. You want to invite me? Get me a booking. Ah, okay. Thank you. What language, by the way? Well, I already got a $10 bill off, so got it. Yes, I know. That's why I was asking for help to try and figure out what word that was. I'm working something out with a touring comedian right now. I'm likely to be in Kentucky sometime this summer. But mostly I do fill-in spots around New York City. I didn't start comedy until I was 56. And then things were going along great, and I was climbing the ranks. It was all very good. And then COVID shut the whole comedy world down for 2 years. And at 20 or 22 or 25, you have those 2 years to those 2 years to spare. But at 56, I don't know. Are you funny? Yes, a lot of people have now told me what inotar means, and I very much appreciate it. It was kind of to my own surprise that I work clean and I don't do anything aggressive. I much prefer something that's observational and funny or just even silly. I have done that many times. It's called a power line. No, Jag, there's a big distinction between funny and funny looking. Just by pure coincidence, we have over 1,000 people watching, and I could use about, say, 500 subscriptions right now. So if everyone was not subscribed, could just hit that, actually, I've been wondering, what would have YouTube do if 500 people hit the subscribe button at exactly the same time? Okay, I'll count it down. 3, 2, 1. Hit subscribe. Being funny and not offensive, I think you're trying to say. Wait, are they pointing and laughing at you in the locker room? Hello, please? I don't. It's called a skill stop. I get the... See? Well, work that out with the blue tin. Or the Tin Man. I have no idea. It recycles. My buy-in was $25. So far, I've gotten 10. We do not know what's in the tins. That's why they're called mystery tins. Okay, only on the left side. Why? You're right, Ross. It is the greatest machine of all time. That's why you should subscribe to it. It's more like they have thousands of tins. But yes. Thank you, Ross. I really wish, like, the mods are in blue or the members are in green. I wish they would pick a color for those who have subscribed already. That's basically right. This is fluid dynamics. Why? Jeg, are you ever going to have a date? We're very glad that you gave up your danger zone energy for us, Brian. I do not win quarters. Well, Brian, if you're hooked, I would suggest going with that and subscribing. They are mystery tins. We don't know what's in them, but there's something. Don't tell me, tell them. You're asked politely not to. Here at Kiwanis Gaming, they have, at any one time, they have anywhere from a dozen to 2 dozen different machines. And they are constantly making and remaking new ones. Like, I've never played this, I've never even seen this one before. That's not going to give much of a push. Right? I'm dressed head to toe in leather, and I wear a mask because I have another job down the block at the SM store. It basically it's my hacienda, it's my rules. Hey, Rachel. Or Raquel. Dark, we just as soon not go into a long discussion about it. You can look up use of capital letters online. Something funny. How about something funny no one will believe? Thank you for... I'm very glad you came by, Jeg. I open the tins. Well, you've noticed me. I don't know if you've noticed me that I clean out when I run out of quarters. I clean out and get more quarters. When they fall off, I get them out and I open them then. Usually, when it's something like a. Well, I'm happy you're here too, Jag. But I can't open them until I win them, and if I don't win them, I can never open them. No, I don't want to know a secret, Jag. Well, the bills are finally pointing in the right direction. Okay, now I'm going down to clean out and get more quarters. If a tin had dropped, if there was a tin in here, I would open it. There is not, however. Well, the one thing I got out so far is a $10 bill, so. But do I always get bills? No. Does that matter? Do I always get tins? No. But I can't guarantee that these bills will fall during this game. Oh, in case, for people who don't know, there's a 60-degree ramp at the end here, which is why things slide back. As long as I keep getting quarters back, I can keep playing. Is what not like me? I don't know. Oh, see, this is the thing. I really want to keep this 99% a family thing. But if you tell me you want me to get you a blue box, it's really hard, so to speak. Okay, I'm not really a human being. I just play one on the internet. red chip has no value. It's fine if the red chip falls, but it has no money. It's not worth anything. Oh, you mean that? The red thing over here is a mystery bin. And it's already gone past the entrance. I'm not even planning to get the 100. The 100 is on its way off the board. There's $70 right down there. Part of good strategy is not going after things you know you can't get. I'd also like to get that either the gold or the all the time. I work with some of them and doing comedy. And I have a mirror, so I see myself in New York all the time. Well, obviously your wife has lower standards than you do. We don't know. Do you mean Mila Kunis? But it turned out to be your wife? I would prefer not to drop the names because it's kind of tacky and because I want to work with them again. Mila Kunis is cool. How many people can say they married the first guy they kissed? Do you mean today or in my life or what? It may well be, but it's also pushable. So, also, just a little bit about coin pushing. Those quarters and that blue chip are lifting up the bills, and so the quarters are just going right under them, which is why I'm actually trying to get the gold tin to push the 50 and the 20. Well, it already just a minute ago moved a little bit. I'm open to suggestions as to what I should do instead. Paul Park? You're not the Paul Park who's an extremely tall science fiction writer by any chance? You mean power lines? I can't see that it would help. And I'm just out of quarters anyway, so. Keep dropping, dropping, dropping. Just keep dropping, dropping, dropping. Okay. Gotta clean out. Oh no, don't let word get out that I have hair and on my head yet. I know of him. I have not worked with Bill Burr. Something I only found out about a year ago is that I am related, distantly related to Louis Black through my cousin Dory Black and Julia Black. So I'm a complete unknown, right? And I see Louis Black sitting there. I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Black," and he does what he always does and says, "Call me Louis." I said, "Fine, thank you." You know, as it turns out, we're related. If I recall correctly, you're a cousin of Julius Black. And he said, "Yes, I am." Or, "Yes, I was," because Julius had died by then. And I said, "Listen, I do stand up, you do stand up, and we're family. So I thought I'd give you a break and let you open for me." And, no, he laughed very nicely on that. Well, whatever Ross said, I missed it, so. Okay, it's starting to move more now. I think I'm doing the right thing, but Renee, we're all sitting around waiting for you to subscribe, unless you have already. I've tried that an awful lot, and I've never seen it really work. I only have 10 minutes left, so I'm going to... Well, how about just asking me to center the camera? That'd probably work a lot better. Just once. But I can't tell who's subscribed and who isn't. So... Thank you, Trish. I am about a foot from the coin pusher. You have two daughters. Do you ever find out who their mother was? Well, it must have been hard growing up with just the one mother. Gosh darn it. Jag, that doesn't quite make sense. I don't know what having to away from the machine means. Having to leave the machine? Well, I kind of got used to both of those. You have to remember stand-up comics work mostly at night. Hello, 100 Peaches. That's 100 billion. I want 100 billion subs. Okay, I guess I'll settle for a billion if I have to. Well, I'm not quitting, but I'm about out of time. And if you could, when I'm playing for this much money, the rules get a little tighter. I have to start at 4:30. Okay, last drop.
This is a reminder. Gaming art department meeting in the Kayla's office. This is a reminder. Gaming art department meeting
That's
in
it.
Kayla's office.
And that's nothing. Okay. I got $10, so I'm down 15. But I'm up for the day, so that's good. But I've decided that I would just leave this open so we could chat. You and me, everybody chat with each other. So everybody take off your clothes and chat. Would that be something new for you? Nothing. You're right, I shouldn't have assumed. Jacqueline, we're just wrapping up here. The next live will be at 4:30 New York time. Happy birthday to your youngest daughter. How young is the youngest daughter? We're wrapping up now. The next live will be at 4:30 on the dot. So if you can show up at 4, I'll be online by 4:25. So if you want to show up a little bit early just in case, that'd be great. Jim Gaffigan is a great line. He said, "Why people are always saying, well, it's not my first rodeo." It's like, when did how many rodeos become the standard? It's like, Doc, have you ever taken out a gallbladder before? And he would say, "Don't worry, not my first rodeo." It's like, you took out a gallbladder at a rodeo? Just love that. Thank you all. I got to make a phone call. I'll see you in 2 hours. Bye.